stated in Electrical Supply Act. This act can also be called as Act 447. Introduction: all of the electrical installation in Malaysia must be complied with the safety requirement stated in Electrical Supply Act itself and the amendment of it. Electrical Supply Act 1990, enacted by Yang Di-Pertuan Agong and advised by members of Dewan Rakyat and also Dewan Negara in Parliament Assembly, first started at the first day of September 1990 and will apply throughout Malaysia with the exemption from the minister. Okay, purpose of establishment stated that what a Minister of Energy can do, which is appoint an officer of ZBAC and list down all of his duties that lead by a Director General, control the activities of supply, electrical supply at reasonable price, forces the electrical safety requirements for electrical installation and requirements.
Very good morning to everyone, and I will continue this presentation with the license of installation. In this current supply act, we have the license of installations, which is Part 4, Sections 9 in the bracket of 1. The statement which is subject to such exemption as may be prescribed, no person other than a supply authority shall use, operate, or work or permit to use, work, or operate any installation, supply to or the use of any other person electrical energy from any installation, and except under in accordance with the terms of license expressing authorizing the use of supply from the Director General. So which means that no person than a supply authority, none other person than the person who have the license or the authority should do the work without this license. So the exemptions notice order on April 1994, a license is required for the installation which is used on source of energy and which uses its own source of energy and with the generation capacity more than 5 kilowatt. So section 21 for the statement 21 bracket 1, before the completion of a new installation other than a supply authority, the owner shall forward in duplicate to the director an application for the registration in the prescribed form. After the inspection and satisfies the requirement, the certificate of registration can be issued. So which means before you any installation of the supply is to be done, the duplicate of the application letter should be given to the director as a copy, as under this statement. So the second one is no person shall possess or operate an installation unless the installation is registered on a valid certificate of registration. So exemption notice order on April 1994, a registration required for the installation which is take supply from licensee or supply authority and have a standby generator set. And the installation which is take a supply from licensee or supply authority at voltage of 11 kV and above. That is the inspections of installation. In Part 4, Section 22, in Statement 22, bracket of 1, Subject to any exemption granted under this Act, any person who intends to construct, extend or alter an installation shall give notice to the proposed construction, extension or alteration to a director. Such a person or a person authorized by him should submit plans and obtain prior approval from director who may periodically inspect the installation thereof. And statement 22 in the second bracket, in addition to a periodical inspection during construction, extension or alteration or final inspection on completion, all installation while in operation shall subject to such periodical inspection as may be prescribed. Okay, the next one it is competent control. In part 5, section 23, in the bracket of 1, no installation or electrical plant or equipment other than those owned by or managed by a supply authority shall be worked or operated except by or under the control of person possessing such qualification and holding such certificate as may be prescribed. And no person not possessing the qualification or holding a certificate as for sale shall be charged of any installation or shall control the operation of any electrical plant or equipment. It is quite a long description here, and it is mean that no installation or electrical plant or equipment owned or managed by the person who is control those things which doesn't have the certificate is not qualified to do the installment or to do the work. So, and the notice under on April 1994, competent persons are restricted for the following installation: licensed installation operate at voltage higher than a low voltage, installation receive energy through a switch gear higher than 100 amp, and installation generate power more than 5 kilowatts.
Morning everyone. So report for accident or fire. So what is stated in this section is part 7 section 33 bracket 1. Whenever any fire or accident or whenever any accident or fire causing or resulting in loss of life or hurt to any person or serious damage to property has occurred in connection with any installation or electrical plant or equipment, the owner of license thereof and the management thereof shall report the accident to the director by the quickest means available, and subsequently with the least possible delay shall report in writing to a director the facts of the matter so far as they are known to them respectively. What is said here, in case there is an accident, don't let it prevail. The director should write, the person should write report immediately to the director so action can be taken. Okay, in this statement 33, chapter number 3, bracket 3, in the event of loss or grievous hurt to any person due to any accident or fire connection, okay, with electrical installation, no alteration or addition shall without the consent of a director be made at any part of the installation until a director has completed his investigation, provided that nothing herein contained shall operate to interfere with rescue work or work necessary for the general safety of life or property. What is said here, in case any accident happen, don't add things. That means don't add existing problem, don't add any more problem until the director has conducted his or her investigation. Next, this is the offences and penalty. This is actually contained in part 9 section 37. So offences, willfully so tempers or adjust any installation of part. That means knowing you go and adjust or temper any part, even you know you cannot do it because you are not authorized. Manufacturers or import or sell any equipment as to cause or to be likely to cause danger to human life or limb or injury to any equipment or property. Okay, let's give a good example. I'm not being racist, but normally China-made products you use, especially MCB, or after 2 days you see there's an explosion. So this is what is trying to be said here. You cannot sell dangerous things which can cause harm to the user. Rash or negligent act or omission in respect in any installation or equipmental part of installation causes injuries to person or property. That means when you do a work, you cannot be ignorant. You must make sure all have been done properly, so there is no accident or harm occurred to the person using. Okay, so the penalty for the first offence is 100,000, minimum 100,000 and below. Okay, 5 years of imprisonment, or you can instill both. For the second one, minimum of 50,000 or 3 years imprisonment or both, depending on how serious your case is. Okay. The power of minister is contained in Part 11, Section 53. Minister having a power to make a regulation in respect of any matter may be prescribed under this Act. That means minister can actually regulate the Act. Function and duties of a JPEG officers means they can decide the function and duties, interval, times and manner of inspection or installation and equipment. Okay, after doing a work, to do the inspection, what is the duration of doing the inspection on the installation actually can be decided by the minister. Standard and specification used in design, construction, protection of installation and equipment. That means what is the protective device, the standards, all also can be decided by the minister. Manner and standard of energy measurement. Okay. For example, we have a kilowatt meter. What is the measurement level? Okay, in watt, isn't it? Okay, per unit and so on actually can be instilled by the minister because he has the power of attorney. Variation limit of supply voltage and frequency. Okay, now we know that our frequency in Malaysia is 50 Hertz. Why it's 50 Hertz? Because the minister actually can limit. He has the power to limit your supply. Fees to be paid for license registration. Okay, when you apply for electricity, the fees for the license and registration also can be decided by the minister. Minimum qualification for competent control person. Okay, for example, you know chargeman. Everybody knows chargeman, right? Chargeman, what is the minimum level of him holding the license also can be decided by the minister himself. Okay, in Part 12, Section 54, the minister has power to give exemption of the regulation through notification gazette. Notification gazette here means in written form. Okay, what is the exemption of the regulation? Okay, this is the Electricity Supply Act Amendment 2001. Okay, the act is just changed a bit from 447 to 1160. The amendment is, everything is same except that Akta Ibu, enacted by the Agong at 6th of September 2001, came into force at 27th September 2001. Major changing in terms and officers' name. That means only the conditions has changed and the person in charge. That's all. So it doesn't differ much from the Act 447, which is in 1990.
safety at workplace. The objective of version 1994 is to understand about occupational safety and health administration to secure the safety, health, and welfare of persons at work, to protect persons at place of work other than persons at work at risk, to expert the agencies that are involved in OSHA, to know the benefit in implementation of OSHA 1994. Is the accident reporting step for OSHA. First, did the employees experience any injury or illness? If no, do not record the injury of illness. If yes, is the injury of illness work related? If yes, is the injury of illness new case? If no, do not record the injury of illness. If no, you can update the previously recorded injury of illness entry in necessary. Does the injury of illness meet the general recording criteria of the application to specific cases? If no, do not record the injury of illness. If yes, record the injury of illness.
There are 7 sections of law that related to employer responsibilities. First is section 15, which is the safe machines, equipment, tools and substance, safe place and environments to work such as good lighting, good ventilation, clean and tidy work area, safe system of work such as SOP, work instructions and procedure, adequate welfare facilities such as toilets, meals rooms and first aid, information, instructions, training and supervisions. Penalty for failure is 50,000 ringgit or 2 years imprisonment or both. Second section is section 16, formulate safety and health policy. To prepare the written statements, appropriately prepare a written statement, the organizations and arrangement for carrying out that policy, revision of policy, notify the employees. Section 24, the Act required you to take reasonable care at work for the safety of yourself and other persons, to cooperate with the employer or any other persons in the charge of any duty under the Act or regulations, to wear or use any protective equipment and clothing, to comply with any instructions or measure on occupational safety and health as required under the Act or regulations. Penalty for failure is 1,000 ringgit or 3 months imprisonment or both. Section 28, arrange for medical surveillance or examinations for employees who are at risk of injury to their health due to the nature of the process or other condition of work. Section 29, employ a competent person to act as a safety and health official at the place of work. Section 30, establish a safety and health committee at the place of work if there are 40 or more persons employed at the place of work or get the instruction from the Director General of DOJ. Last section is section 32, notify to DOJ of any accidents, dangerous occurrence, occupational poisoning, occupational disease which has occurred or likely to occur.
The Occupation Safety and Health Regulation, they are under the OSHA 1994, and all of this there is a regulation. This list out is like this. Mainly is refer to the standard or procedure that is focused to protect the safety and healthy of the people engaged in work for the regulation purposes. And for the objective of the OSH regulation, the firstly there is provide standard of outcome in relation to the workplace and work environment, specific industry and hazards. And it also adopt a systematic risk management approach, which means that hazards and their associated risks must be managed systematically in response to the result of the risk assessment. And this one is one of the regulation, safety and health community, there is a group that responsibility to provide a group of management and worker and play of work in safety and health. This is a membership of the committee. We also call the organization chart. The first one is chairman, followed by the secretary, and the bottom one divided by two. The one is employer representative, and the one is employee representative. Last one, there is the function of this committee. The first one is assist in development of safety and health rule and safe system of work, and is also review the effectively of safety and health program, and to investigate any safety and health matter brought to attention of employer. The last one is prevent safety and health policy and recommend to employer for revision of such policy. That's all. Thank you.
I stay out too late, got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say.